All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 1059.
Yes.
1059. What are you saying? I didn't say it with my chest. Said it was like a question. Sound inquisitive. Is it a 1059? 1059 times we've done this. It's been crazy. It's been a lot of years doing this, and we love it. We still do it. We don't do it as much as we used to. We do like 5 days out of the week. We used to do it Monday through Friday, but we don't do that. We only go Mondays through Thursday now, because y'all, got stuff going on Friday night. I don't know about dates or anything, but Friday nights are complicated. So we know because we have a lot of stuff going on too. But Monday through Thursday, we're here to help you guys keep accountable. We're here to have something for free. We're here to have something that you all can be a part of, and get a little help, get a little knowledge, get a little PMA, positive mental attitude, if you're not hip to what that means, and just get your head around just like studying the whole week and feel like you're a part of a community that is the KonaButterflyz community. And we all welcome all of you to this episode tonight. We are going to be talking about keywords. Brandy's going to put some questions up on the screen for could be a series 65 question. Could be a 6, could be a 26. I don't know. Doesn't matter, because you know why? Keywords. Keywords. Because it doesn't matter how the exam's written. It doesn't matter what exam it is. It doesn't matter any of that. All it matters are you paying attention to the nuances, little key words in there that are pointing directly, almost screaming, almost throwing red flags in your face saying, pick me, pick me, pick me. It's A. It's A. Why are you picking D again? No, it's A. Okay. We're going to show you how to do that. My name is Andy. I'm the guy in the background, the office over here, taking notes. Told to answer the phones, respond to Instagram. But you're not here for my secretarial skills. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know. So that way you too can get a pass notice. And real quick story. Sometimes we involve our family in this thing. Tonight, I feel like I literally said these words. I was like, man, son, you just said something. It almost made me feel like you just told me you're doing heroin. Well, that's how bad it affected me. No, it wasn't like what you guys all think. It wasn't drugs.
They're probably going.
Yeah, but it seriously stabbed me in the heart. I was like, oh my god, you just like told me you have a drug addiction or something. Like that's how I feel. Said the things that I can't I just can't abide by. And I told him I love you too much for you to say these things. So we were like, what did you say? He didn't cuss me out.
They're all on the edge of their seats.
He didn't disrespect me. He didn't call me names. But he might as well just stomped on my foot. You know what I mean? It was painful. It hurt. Yeah. He said, I'm just being realistic about my goals. Oh man. I felt like if you guys are older and if you ever seen Sanford and Son, I felt like Fred Sanford right then. I was like, oh my god, Elizabeth. I don't even know an Elizabeth. Elizabeth,
realistic.
I'm coming home. Yeah, I'm like, what? Well, I'm just saying, like, I don't feel like I'm gonna be breaking records at this next track meet. I'm just realistically, I'm like, I just stopped listening to you just now. I said, son, in an unrealistic world, you have to be unrealistic if you're going to be anything but average and ordinary. If you want to be average and ordinary, be realistic. But if you want to achieve things, if you want to have goals that are like people are, like those big, big goals and dreams, if you want to have those, the only way to achieve those is to be unrealistic in every way. Unrealistic even in your mindset and your thoughts. Every time you go out there, you want to set a world record. Every time you go out there, you're just on that. I am going to be the most dominant person. And folks, going right to you. Are you talking to yourself that way? Are you going realistically? I probably won't pass this exam. Well, realistically, you're not. It's the truth. If you've already said it, you've committed to it, you've already had it in the car ride all the way over there, you've already let that seep into your brain that you're not going to. So why are you going to? Why why have you let that enter your mind at all? It should, as the kids say today, it shouldn't be paying rent or taking space up in your head. It can't live inside your brain like that. You cannot have rental space, an Airbnb, or home ownership in your brain that has any doubts, has any bit that you can't do something, or you're just going to. If you say that, stop. Just going to, I feel like, is always followed by a negative comment. I'm just going to do my best. No, no. I'm just going to go past the dang thing.
But
It's like almost like cancer. It's almost like a disease inside you, your mental part. You know, it starts off small and then it just spreads through your whole body and soul. And you might not think of it that way, but start to think about it. Think about every time you've tried to attempt something that hurts, it's uncomfortable, it's not fun, and then that little seed, that little, sometimes it comes from a friend. Sometimes friends just spread these seeds into you. They're like, I tried that thing. I tried to pass that thing. I tried to do that thing, whatever. Oh, I did my best, and I'm a great student. And my third grade teacher said I was going to be a scientist, and then one day I decided I'm not because my mom says be realistic.
I got A's and B's in school. I don't know. I didn't pass that test.
My guidance counselor was the best in the world and told me I'd be a garbage man, so that's why I'm a garbage man. That's where I live. Guys, come on. Well, realistically, it's just the truth. No. Realistically, no. So that is the weirdness that goes on in this house.
Yeah.
So on this, I guess I could call it overreaction Monday. That was my overreaction to my son telling me he wants to be realistic, and I just couldn't. I can't. And I hope you guys have an overreaction when you hear yourself say that. Don't let that seep into your head. Be unrealistic. Go after it. And speaking of going after it and being unrealistic, Brandy Fisher finished her Series 65 book. That Series 65 book is out. Guys, when we started this whole system, never in our minds, never in Brandy's mind, did she think that a stay-at-home mom of 2 kids who never written a book, who never had touched finance, world ever, who did go and got a degree in business, but when they said the math part, she ran to marketing. He was like, I ain't doing none of that. Yeah, she's like, marketing, commercials, that's me. Math, statistics, economics, no way.
No.
But here she is in an unrealistic world doing unrealistic things, wrote a 65 book that's pretty dang good. And, you guys can go grab a copy now. And we're going to talk about that now. But if you have not started our program, guys, start our program. We are trying to do unrealistic things for a lot of unrealistic people. And we want you guys to get this thing done so that way you too can get a pass notice. And a lot of y'all are seeing it as sometimes as an unrealistic goal because you never did well in school. You never did well with exams. You never had a great experience when it comes to studying. But I'll say this, you're all adults. And a lot of y'all have way more purpose when you're studying this time around. This ain't for the A grade in junior college or the A grade in junior high. This is, I need to get this license so I can change my life up. This is a step up and a level up. And we get a little bit more focused when it comes to that. And if you have not had a great experience, if you've had struggled, if you had issues with like being on, with courses or classes or being into a program and you can't understand stuff and you feel like it's over your head, and you feel like they say it in ways that doesn't make any sense to you, join us. Get onto our program. We got online courses, we got live exam sessions, we got all this great stuff to help you break down how to show you how to take an exam, We do it all the way from top to bottom. Tonight, we're going to do a little bit of taste of that. Plus, we have the books for sale, as you see there. We have the SIE, the 6, the 63, the Series 65. The SIE and the 65 are interactive. They have videos that play in there. If you're a member, they play anyway. But if you're a member, you get everything. But if you're not a member, you still have a really great study guide that'll really help you make those connections, and you can really see like the little keywords and stuff that we are going to talk about tonight. But it really helps you study on what is important and how to keep those things all together. Especially in that 65, going from like a cajillion page. Brandy doesn't like me to put a number on it, no. But some of those LEMs are like a cajillion pages. They're huge.
They're ginormous.
Not all of it is on the exam.
Nah. A lot of detail.
Too much detail.
Yeah.
Some would say.
Yes.
A lot of detail.
Yeah.
Some would say some people make it look like a math exam.
That is true.
And it's not.
No.
Did you do any math on your 65?
I never picked a calculator up.
So if you're feeling like it's a lot of math in the Series 65, might need to pick up that study guide.
Might need to
join us.
KONA math.
Might need to do some KONA math. KONA community Discord. We meet up over there. All the KONA community people, all the cool people meet over there, ask questions, get answers, message Brandy direct 951-290-3077. Want to give me a call or a text, you can reach me over there. We also got the KonaButterflyz Gmail. And if you like sending emails, there you go. Scan the QR code, hit the links. You can get all that great stuff on that link. All right, tomorrow we've got a schedule. We got Tuesday, we got the SIE live. We got the 6. We got study hall where you can study with Brandy. No small group tutoring tomorrow, but that's okay. We didn't have anybody scheduled for that day anyway.
Correct.
There again is the Series 65. It's out. The Series 65 book is there. You can scan that QR code and you can buy that. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you love it. Brandy spent a year and a half putting that together. Literally a year and a half.
It was a long time.
And right now we're selling it for $30. I'm telling you right now, we're not going to be selling that for $30 for very long. We're going to do that for a limited time. She's like, I did not put a year and a half of my work to sell it for $30. It's a lot. If you really have been studying the 65, you can appreciate the simplicity of it and how much it just really helps you out. I'm telling you guys, it is a great help if you are studying the 65.
Yes. And
the $30 is nothing compared to what you get. So scan the QR code and get on that book while it lasts at that $30 price point, because it will go up.
Yes.
Like many things these days. But it'll still be cheaper than 2 Big Macs at McDonald's.
That is true.
That is a fact.
Yeah.
All right. If you're not following us on Instagram, I'll tell you what. Yeah. I wish you would.
Yeah.
Because you know what?
What?
When they let me know, they give me a picture and they tell me how they passed. Yeah. Guess what, Brandy? I add another one to the KONA Hall of Fame because we got a passer. Yes, we do. We got a passer. Congratulations. Congratulations are in order for Luis Andrade passing the SIE. We're so proud of this guy. He's only been with us for about a month. Yeah. Passed the SIE, knocked it out. And we had a conversation with him and he's like, do you think I can do it? I was like, do I think? Shoot, I believe more than you think.
Yes.
And that a lot of times, guys, that's the key. You got to believe. And you know what? He's all, I believe you. And he went all in. And he went all in. He went all in.
Yes, he did.
He literally signed up and he got started and he went all in. He said, thank you, Andy and Brandy, for all your help. What really helped me go through the process was the timeline that you put together for studying. I realized I was getting too caught up on individual chapters rather than trying to get through the whole material and quizzing heavily. The other thing that really helped me was having JC as my accountability partner. We met pretty much every night and would run through at least a couple of quizzes together. But the most important thing that helped me was prayer. There you go. What else can you have? Great plan, great studying.
Yes.
Got an accountability partner.
Yes.
And you got faith.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
That is.
That's all you need. That is literally everything you need. If you don't have that, get some of that.
Yes. Get some.
Get a plan, get an accountability partner, and have faith.
Yep.
And be consistent.
Absolutely.
Nightly, he said.
Nightly.
Consistency.
Yes.
Congratulations, Luis. We're not done yet.
No.
He's already on to that Series 6. In we've helped this hierarchy already with like, I think we're at like our ninth or 10th RVP with them. We're all the way from SIE all the way getting them fully licensed. I know your RVP very well, and I know that you're probably going to be the next one to be the RVP. So congratulations on your start to getting this thing done. And this is where it begins.
That's right.
But that's not where it ends.
Nope.
So we got to get that Series 6 so we can get through these, and you're on your way, sir. Congratulations. What an honor. And we're just happy to be a small part of your legendary journey.
That's right.
So let's get on to others and their legendary journeys.
Yes.
All right, guys, let's play the KONA Catchphrase. It is the keyword game. It is where we put some quiz questions up on the screen. We use multiple. We use multiple Q banks. I don't know which one she chose tonight.
Multiple.
But we do not use just one. So if you're wondering who or what or how or who, what is that, it doesn't matter. Like I said before, it doesn't matter what. We need to do another workshop.
We do.
It doesn't matter what the questions are.
No.
It doesn't matter at all because we're going to focus on keywords.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, we teach this to our high school students and help them get good grades on their exams because we help them utilize this in their multiple choice so they can just find keywords. We show them the techniques. It really does not matter. So tonight, I'm going to put up some questions on the screen, or Brandy is. I'm going to read off the answers. We always start with answers first when we do quizzes, KONA style, because when you read answers first, it helps you read the question with purpose. Are you a double, triple, quadruple time reader of questions? And you go through it and you're like, oh my gosh, what was the question again? Oh my gosh. You see the answers. What's the question again? Does that happen to you? Mm-hmm. Read the answers first. Then you will go through the question and look for keywords, and you'll read it with purpose, as we're going to do it tonight. Tonight, as we put these questions up, I'm not interested in you putting the answer as A or B or C or whatever is up there. I want you to put, oh, I see that two answers are similar. I see that two of them may be opposite of each other. I see that one of them has an and in there. Or I see that three of them have the word only in it. Or I see in the question, we see an except. We see, or, there might be something that really points to the direction, right, Brandy?
Yes.
Look for those things. Put that in there. Those are the things that don't change from any exam. Really zero in on what those keywords are. Then Brandy's going to go through it, and hopefully you line up with what she lines up with. And then guess what? That's how we learn. Yep. So let's go for it. And if you're playing the at-home version, do the same thing on a scrap piece of paper and see if you line up. Mm-hmm. Practice makes
perfect.
Awesome. It tends to move downward. It tends to move upward. It typically remains the same. It fluctuates. So what Brandy's doing there is she's doing the hard work for you, and she's putting visuals on there.
Somebody in the chat already put C and D are opposite.
Yes, C and D are opposite, and then B is just equals, and A just moves up and down. Yeah. What do we say about two that are opposite of each other?
Usually that's the answer.
One of the two is usually the answer. Yeah. One of the two. Mm-hmm. So with that in mind, now let's read the question, right? What's the key words? Yes. During an expansion period of the business cycle, what generally happens to inflation? So what are the keywords again? Don't say the answer is A, B, C, or D. What are the keywords in the question? What are we looking for? There's two keywords we're looking for, according to Brandy. Would it be... Yep. One. Expansion is one. Inflation.
And that is... which direction?
If I was a balloon, would it be the same thing?
Yeah, you can say that.
If I was expanding a balloon, blowing air into it, mm-hmm. I'm making it bigger, mm-hmm. going up.
There you go.
That's it.
That's it.
Did you see that we use no securities to get to that answer? Zero, none. We just talking about balloons here. We just looking at arrows. That's it. Oops. That's literally uncomplicating a securities question.
Yep. Sorry, I'm on the right.
There you go.
Like a balloon. Okay.
Keep it simple. Keywords, make it simple. Currency risk, inflationary risk, capital risk, interest rate risk. A does have three words. Nice observation. Someone's going to say Risk.
I know. He's not on.
Risk is a keyword. Yes, it is a risk.
Risk. So we can probably just go like that, really.
Yeah, because they all have it.
Yeah.
Currency is money.
Yes.
Inflationary is what? Right? Things go up. Price, interest rate.
Yeah. Well, we said right here, right? Up.
Inflation up, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we got two monies. We got an up. We got three words.
Um. Hold on. I need to.
Oh, I hear it.
I'm gonna reveal.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Should I go?
Yeah, I don't know who's.
The chance that the value of assets or income will decline relative to the prices of other goods and services is considered an example of what type of risk?
Um.
We got decline.
Okay, but there's one more piece.
What are we missing here?
Keep going. Close, close. Prices, other goods.
Goods, value will decline in services.
Relative.
Relative.
The value of assets or income will decline relative to prices. Does that make sense? So value decline compared to what? Prices. That we just rewrote it. That's it. So what is that? It's not money. Guys, you can't pick B or D because they both say money.
Right.
Can't
the same thing.
be an interest rate.
It's not interest.
It's you guys are all in financial services. So this word is very hot.
Thank you. Inflationary. Value goes down, prices go up. Inflation.
Boom.
If you weren't thinking that, you got to keep it simple.
Yes.
See how we eliminated stuff just based on simplicity.
Value is not the same as money.
Value is not the same as money.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Write that out. Dollar cost averaging, portfolio rebalancing, B, sector rotation, A, buy and hold. There's a lot of people have a lot of value at their jobs.
Yeah.
But it doesn't equal money.
That's true. That is true.
I remember I had a boss, he go, "Hey, that was a great job. I really value." I say, "Say it in a check."
All right, guys. Nothing's coming to mind with any of these. Just need to see the question.
Sector rotation.
All right. So we have.
Well, I like to say average, right? We're just averaging out everything, right? We're the cost and the dollar, right? We're just averaging. Portfolio rebalancing, making it balanced again.
Balanced again. Thank you.
Rotating, sector rotation. We're just rotating, right? Like rotating your socks, rotating your tires, going front to back, moving them around, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're buying and we're holding.
You're rotating, and then you're gonna hold on to it.
I buy and I hold on to it till it has value.
Yeah. Look, I don't know if it's just because it's late or what, but
It's 1 a.m. some places.
Yeah.
Shout out to Donna, Florida.
This is
Shout out to Tim, Ohio.
But this is what we mean by look beyond the content. If you guys were focused on like what do these mean in securities world, you're missing the point of what we're doing tonight. We're trying to separate out what these words mean in the real world versus the securities meaning behind them, because as you guys saw from the last two questions, you didn't need securities vocabulary. Right? Now we can see the question.
Which type of portfolio strategy generally avoids both ongoing transaction costs and tax consequences, but can result in the portfolio failing to match the objectives and risk portfolio of the investor? Wow, that's a lot.
And there's only one piece of this that is vital.
This is what we were talking about with keywords. Look how much like language gymnastics that whole thing looks like. But there's only one keyword?
It's one, two, three, but it's like all right next to each other. Nope.
Nope, not objectives and risk.
When I saw this, I was like, this is like what
Avoids
avoids
is one part.
transaction costs.
Yes.
Ongoing transaction costs. If we're avoiding and tax consequences, if we're avoiding transaction costs and ongoing, doesn't it sound like we're holding on to it? I'm avoiding ongoing costs by holding on to it. You guys see that? Or is it just me?
There's somebody on here. Yes. Jenna says yes.
Plus the technique of it.
Diana said buy and hold. So they got it.
Yes. I'm all plus the technique.
And there's an and.
Yes. Of the and.
I was picking A, said Jenna.
Right?
Yeah, you can't have additional costs and you can't have real tax consequences if you're just holding on to it.
Right.
You're not doing anything. You're not selling it. You're not doing anything with it. You're just holding it.
If you're rotating out sections, you're probably going to have costs.
Right. When you move money around, you're definitely going to have a cost somewhere in there.
Yeah. When you're rebalancing,
that's going to have some sort of cost.
And if you're averaging, we know that's more than one. So you're going to have more costs.
Michelle's picking her head up and down as in a yes motion.
Yes.
So she got it too.
See, right on.
All right. The time value is 3 and the intrinsic value is 2. The time value is 0 and the intrinsic value is 5. The time value is 2 and the intrinsic value is 3. The time value is 5 and the intrinsic value is 0.
I'm sorry I had you made you read all these.
It is the My Cross the Bear.
I actually focused on this right here.
You mean all that didn't have to be read? A is the lowest. Very good. 5 is the highest. 3 is third.
I didn't even pay attention to that either.
How many of you guys have been doing these questions wrong? An options investor has purchased an XYZ SEP 45, but at 5. If the current market price of XYZ is 43, what's the time value, intrinsic value of this option?
Okay. Diana caught it because there's only one. If you look at your numbers, 45, 43, and 5, there's only one number that answer can be. It can't, there's no other number added or subtracted together that could equal anything other than 2. 45 minus 5 is 40. Nope. 45 plus 5 is 50. Nope. 43 plus 5, 48. It's not on there. The only thing it can be is 45 and 43, which is 2.
If you take 43 from 45, you get 2.
It's the only thing.
There's only number on there.
It's the only thing. This one and this one, given my choices, it's the only one it can be.
And if you were looking at this and thinking it was a way more complicated math, I mean, I'm sure there's a huge formula that you could probably do this on. But remember, this is a timed exam. If you can save time with some third grade math and just simply looking at it, and you're on to the next with a right answer, what's more important?
Yeah, that's it. There's no other combo on this page. I mean, on the screen that it could have been.
There you go.
Yep. And so that's why I'm saying, I'm sorry, I made you read all that. I forgot to tell you, I didn't read any of that.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
The firm offers to share the risk with a customer on an investment deemed speculative. The firm reimburses the customer for a loss due to a clerical error by the firm. B, the firm makes up the expected gain when an investment doesn't work out. A, the firm offers to replace the investment loss for a customer of long standing. Okay, A makes me laugh. Sure, you lost some money. Let me make it up to you. What? When is that happening? Did I mention I have breath mints at the end of my desk? You can feel free to have one. That's about all they do. We got free coffee in the lobby.
Yeah. Makes up the game, offers to share. Okay. I circled A and C because they both talk about loss.
Yes.
So let's focus on that. And Andy already said that A makes him laugh. So
Right.
let's read C.
The firm reimburses the customer for a loss due to a clerical error by the firm.
Does that seem legit?
That seems legit. We made an episode. We did a boo boo. Bill was too excited to go to lunch and he pushed enter on the wrong line. It's not your fault. It's Bill's fault.
Bill. What's up, Bill?
He was a little too excited for Taco Tuesday and ran out the office and hit the wrong button. But, you know, what's Bill going to do?
Did you guys see that?
That seems like a legit scenario.
Yeah.
It was our fault.
Yeah. And that's it.
Which of the following is acceptable in a broker-dealer firm's relations with its customers? That seems reasonable.
Seems reasonable.
Thank you for recognizing Bill and his overexcitement on Taco Tuesday.
All right, last one.
D, voting rights. C, limited liability. B, interest payments. A, dividend payments. C is the answer. No. Limited liability. I always go, I am limited. I'm a shell of a partner. I gave you some cash, but it doesn't mean I want your business. I don't want to do it anyway. I just want money. Dividends, passive income, I guess. I don't know. Interest payments, voting rights. Which of the following are likely benefits of owning shares of common stock except owning shares of a common stock? Those are, and an except would be probably this keyword too. So we're looking for something that is not a benefit of owning shares of stock.
Okay, we have some conversations.
Why are people saying D?
We all have some conversations that must be had.
They're all over the place.
It's interest. Interest. Thank you, Diana.
Yes, B.
Yes.
Interest payments, Brandy.
Interest. Shares are not interest.
You're not paying interest payments
On a share.
on a share.
Yeah. Yes. Interest.
Interest is, as Donna says, it's more associated with debt. Think of your credit card, not of your stocks.
Right. Exactly.
Diana said there's no communication between my head and my hand. That's the story of my life, bro. That's the story of my life. That is the story of my life. But that's okay.
Yes, it is.
Because it's your turn to go take a quiz. Go keep it simple. Just look at the simple keywords. Look at that last one had some of you bamboozled.
Bamboozled.
Plain out bamboozled.
And you all missed the technique. We said 2 payments. Why are you picking D?
Why?
Why is D even on the table?
Why? Interest payment? Really? Come on.
Stock?
Interest, credit card. No. Yes. Not stock.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Loan. Not share.
All right, everybody. You hope you have a good night. We want you to go ahead and go do your quiz. Go pay attention to those keywords. Don't overcomplicate it. Congratulations to Luis on getting it done and all the other people who attempted. And if you didn't pass, guess what? It just wasn't your turn yet. But you are 99.9% better than everyone else who doesn't even try. Because that is the main thing. If you don't even try, you're not even up to your standard. Because you know what? You went out there, you tried to do it, and you're going to get it the next time. You just got to keep after it. Just keep going. Be consistent. As Luis said, a plan, a friend, consistency, and faith will get it done every time. So we're gonna have member sessions tomorrow. We'll be back for test taking techniques Tuesday, same bat time, same bat channel, studying brew. Hope to see you there. Until then, everybody stay safe out there. Wash your hands, don't touch your face, don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep the positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody have a great night.
Thank you all so much for being on. We so super appreciate you. Look beyond content, match up some keywords. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.
Good night.